Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of Doing the Most, the Premier League show on Sarcasm City TV. So before I get into what Doing the Most is, big up to everyone who's locked in as always. Big up to everyone who's supporting the channel as always. Make sure you hit the like button on the video, share this across all the socials, and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. I'm joined by Ahmed, aka King Ahmed. He's called himself here. What are you saying,
Oh,
Ahmed? You good?
I'm doing good, man. I hope everyone's off and enjoy the show.
Yeah, man, 110%. Big up to everyone who was in the comments from early. So I will get to the comments very, very shortly. But make sure, like I said, you hit the like button and we're on it today and that. We're already at double figure likes. So let's double that. Let's get up to 20 likes, people. Let's get up to 20 likes and subscribers. We're only looking for one. We're looking to get to 5,260 likes. So we're only looking for one new subscriber. So, like I said, make sure you do those things. A lot of information to take on, but I know you lot can take on all that information. And for those that haven't seen Doing the Most before, it is the Premier League show where we look at this weekend's just gone. The games that just gone this weekend, we have 5 categories. So we bring up nominations and suggestions, but we bring up nominations for each category, and then I will run a poll in the chat, and then myself, Ahmed, and the rest of you lot will decide who wins. Well, you lot actually decide who wins it on the poll. Me and Ahmed can give our winners, but you lot, in terms of the polls, will run in who wins the polls will decide who wins each category. So it's the most unforgettable goal, the most unpredicted result, the most unacceptable error, the most under the cosh manager, and the most untouchable manager. So obviously the most, and it's just from this weekend's games just gone, people. So we're not looking at the whole season. Legit, these games just gone, game week 23. So the most unforgettable goal is self-explanatory. Most unpredicted result is also the same. Most unacceptable error must have led to a goal for the opposition. So it can be a terrible error, but if a player missed, it does not count. It must have led to a goal for the opposition. Most under the cosh manager, who's the manager who's most under pressure from this weekend's games just gone, and the most untouchable manager as well. So the most untouchable manager could be a manager who's battling relegation and they get a win or they get a point. And the most under the cosh manager could be the manager who's flying and won 5 out their last 6, but they lost today. That's how it works, people. That's how it works. But like I said, continue to bump up the likes as well. Big up Ten Heisenberg, who says top channel. Big up to you. Langan Sweet says big up. Steve also says big up. Big up Black Diamond says like, share, subscribe, lads. Support your quality channel as you continue to get brilliant content on a consistent basis. Big up Time to Shine as well, who says let's go. Don't forget, link is in the membership for the pinned comment as well. But we'll start with the most unforgettable goal, and we'll start with you, Ahmed. What goals this weekend stood out to you? And same with the chat. You know what I'm saying? You can list
Um,
more than one, but what are the goals that stand out for
I
you,
feel like the first goal that the Chelsea goal, sorry,
Joao
scored was
Felix?
really, yeah. And there's nice little cheeky ball to him, and then like the first, literally no touch, just literally just shoot it in was really nice from him. Um, I think Tete's goal against what's it called, Tottenham, the third goal, that's when he scored. Was really good. That was just before halftime. That was a really good goal. You know, he fake shot the finish at the first time, waited a bit, then shot it again, and then made it go past Forster, which was terrible by Forster. I can't lie. Um, I think that's really it. Like, there's not other like goals that I've watched, which was like, oh, that's a sick goal. Still, like,
Yeah. I would say the Joao Felix goal, definitely. Lewis is here already. Look at him, says Joao Felix versus Claret and Blue cocky cunts. We gotta get to this. Eddie says, look at Ahmed making the big leads with a prime time slot. I feel like a proud father. Yeah, but he
yeah,
made
man,
it. He made it, Eddie. You
that's
get what
what I'm
I'm
saying,
saying? And
man.
that he made it. Like, so yeah, Ahmed, if you didn't know, is a permanent co-host of the show. Also is Ryan as well, but Ryan couldn't make it. That's all it is, people, because he was
Hmm.
at the game. I presume he was at Anfield. Big up to Lewis every single time. Mendy's goal was a banger for Leicester. That is definitely one that stands out for me. Joao Felix, yes. Mendy. I think Williams' goal was a banger.
Oh
I
yeah, I
think
forgot about
Williams' goal
Williams'
was very
goal.
good.
That was
Williams'
good,
goal
yeah.
against Nottingham Forest. Also the goal as well. Or what's his name? Let me make sure I get his name right. Solly March's goal, I thought was very good against Crystal Palace. That's
Hmm.
it. Considering the cross has come in from the left hand side and it's bounced up right in front of him. Like, he's done well. And there was another goal I forgot, but don't even know the player's name. I'm not gonna lie. Which is the game? I was literally just watching it as well.
Oh, the Wolves game.
Lamina. That's it. Yeah, Lamina. Quality finish as well. The way he's opened up his body, right foot, curled it into the corner. But we do need to narrow this down to 4. So I'm saying definitely in terms of the poll, I'm definitely saying the William goal. I think Williams' goal definitely up there. I think we have to put Mendy's goal in there. João Felix. I thought Rashford's goal was very good, but I wouldn't put it in there.
That's a header, man. Let's be real.
That was a don't do that. It was a quality header. Don't do that.
Just a header, man.
No. Don't do that. Yeah. If you lot had, you know what I'm saying? If you
listen,
lot had players who could do that, he wouldn't be 10th.
Listen. We have the king of headers, man. You know what I mean? It was the flick on FC. You know what I mean? Drogba, the auto header, man. Man. Listen, if it was a little cheeky flick on, I would be given that automatically to Rashford, man. Don't you worry about that. You know, I don't hate.
Yeah, I know you very well, so I know you do hate. I'm fully aware.
No, but generally, like, I think, the Garnacho one wasn't too bad, to be honest. The
Garnacho's goal was good.
Right, that was good. See, I'm actually being fair now. The Garnacho was actually fair.
Yeah, this guy trying to hate. Right, so I've got João Felix's, Mendy's. I'd say those two. And what else we saying? I got João Felix. I got Mendy's goal. I think Williams' goal definitely has to go there as well.
Yeah,
I've got to go Williams, and then one more.
I was gonna say, if you want to put in solid marches, I don't mind, or putting Garnacho's second goal. The Garnacho's second goal was actually good. I can't lie to you.
It was very good. I did like March's goal though, so it's not biased to no Manchester United. Even though I'll put Solly March's goal in there. Even though when I asked Ahmed most unforgettable goal first when he mentions is João Felix, this guy's a joke, man. You are a joke, man. Yo.
No, you know what? Put in Garnacho. Put in Garnacho. No, we put it back. So we have a Chelsea and United. All
right. We'll put Garnacho. Even though I think Rashford's goal was better, we'll put in.
Listen, that's just a Garnacho. Not special, bro. It's not special, man. It's like a tapping these
Right, the poll's there, people. The poll is there. Go vote on the poll. We'll leave it up for 5 to 10 minutes. So, most unforgettable goal, we've got João Felix versus West Ham. We got Mendy's versus Tottenham Hotspur. We have Garnacho's versus Fulham and Williams versus Nottingham Forest. So, go vote on the poll. As we are waiting for votes to come in, make sure you hit the like button. Let's smash up the likes as well. Let me double check. Make sure we smash up the likes, people, expeditiously. We're at 15. Let's get up to 20 likes. And subscribe if you're new as well. We're only looking for one new subscriber. Let's see what you lot are saying in the chat. That was Mendy's first goal ever for Leicester. That was a banger. Big up Out of Context, Sarcasm City in the building as well. And Eddie says, love to see it.
He's not got me yet.
Yeah, He's not got me yet.
You know what I mean? Shout out Contents.
You keep saying this, innit? Shout out of Context, Sarcasm City. Make sure you go follow on the Twitch. Make sure you go do that. Ivan Toney's goal was just important. I wouldn't say it was like unforgettable, but it was just great.
That was a tapping header. That was just a tapping, really. Let's be real, guys.
Okay, well, see, you acting like Tony's header was like Rashford's. That's the crazy shit. Rashford's header was quality. Don't do that. That's a quality header.
Man.
Did you see the head? Did you see his header against Leeds?
Yes, I was watching the game live.
Okay, you was watching the game live. Yeah, of course we were 2-0 down. Of course you was watching at that point. You telling me that header wasn't quality? Huh?
It was good, man. But I feel like for me it was like a tap-in, almost like you didn't need to do too much to get that.
This guy is outrageous. You lot continue to vote on the poll. Currently, Felix Mendy's leading with 75%. Felix with 25%. William 0% and Garnacho 0%. William out of these, I think Williams goes the best one. I would say, these lot really hating in the chat. Oh yeah, as well, people. I forgot to add for doing the most in terms of on the poll and the winners. If you super chat and you pick someone, then your super chat, that is the winner of the category. So for instance, even though William and Garnacho are currently at 0%, if somebody super chatted, even if it was £1.79, that would be the winner. But then if someone topped that with another one and put £4.99 and then it goes to the highest bidder, because we've had that happen before, where people have voted early, like before we even got into the categories, and we're like, all right, that's going to be the winner, 100%. So yeah, just letting you lot know that. Let's bump it up 3 more likes or wait for a few more votes. So which would you say? All right, while we waiting for the poll to finish, I'll ask you 1 to 4 these goals. What are you saying, Ahmed? So you got Felix, you got Mendy's, Williams, Garnacho. And start with number 4. Start with number 4. What's the worst? What do you think is the worst goal out of these 4?
I'll probably say Garnacho.
Okay.
Then Felix.
Okay.
Then Felix.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, the Mendy goal is really good, but the Willian one has to be number 1 for me. Willian number 1, Mendy number 2, Felix. I would say Felix and Garnacho are like joint third. I wouldn't say that one is better than the other. I would say joint third for them. See, I'm not nice. I'm not hating. I could just put United for automatically. I say bottom last of Chelsea and United.
This guy. I know, and that's Langan tweet. A City fan talking about that Rashford header. That's not an easy chance.
Who
The
said
way
that?
you are talking like it's an easy chance is crazy, you know.
It's a bit easy for me.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
I'm
It's a bit
used to these
easy.
type of headers. I'm used to these headers, man. My defenders do that on a daily. You know what I mean? Yeah, those are my
Mendy, man.
shooters. Those are my shooters. You get
Whatever,
me?
man. Currently, Mendy's is out in front. It seems, Mendy. I'm literally gonna go vote on the poll because this is disgusting. How's William got 0%? This is crazy. Lewis is here. Look at him champagning for Felix votes. You know, this guy, you are outrageous. Everybody who's locked in, even if you're only watching, just go and vote on the poll. You don't even have to say anything. And if there's any goals we forgot, any honorable mentions, feel free to get them in. I'm saying Rashford's is an honorable mention. Solly Marches as well. I think Solly Marches finished very, very
I
good.
don't think for me Rashford is an honourable mention. It's just a good goal, man. You know what I mean? That's all it is, man. Let's be real, guys. You know what I mean? This
So you
Rashford,
think so? So wait. So do you think the Garnacho goal is that much better than Rashford's goal?
I think it's quality, bro, to be able to cut in and then do the little finesse thing. For me, I just like it, man. You know what I mean? Maybe just me. I just like goals that I just see the slightly outside the box or just inside the box and he cut in and shoot.
This guy is outrageous. Big up Nuno Bernandez as well, who says hello, guys. Jacob saying big up to Lewis as well. Yeah, large up Lewis in the court. William and Mendy could go either way. That's the thing is, I think they're the two best goals on the list. But I think William's goal was quality, but that's currently only got 13%. We'll give it a couple more minutes. We are 19 likes. Someone hit the like button as soon as you land and hit the subscribe button as well, man. Get us to 5,260. Get us up to 5,260 subscribers, man. Cause I know someone here is definitely not new. So yeah, I mean is new, sorry. So hit the subscribe button as well. The younger generation, we love Garnacho. Yeah, we do. Of course we do, Nuno. Of course we do. All right, we're gonna close this out because it's seeming that Mendy is going to win this category. So yeah, we've gone.
Congratulations, Mendy. If you're watching, you know Sarcasm City, make sure to give us a like and subscribe. But you have won the goal of the week. Congratulations, man.
You won the most unforgettable goal. All right, as we have done that, and I did forget to put the banner across the bottom. But yes, most unforgettable goal was Mendy's strike against Spurs, which was a top quality strike and a great win for Leicester. And it's just Manchester United's look like they pick up form when we're just about to play them because they've been terrible pretty much the entire season. And then they go score 8 goals in their last 2 games because they scored 4 at Villa. Shout out to Villa. And then they Brendan scored 4 at home to Tottenham Hotspur. So they're going to be in great spirits coming to Old Trafford.
You facing Leicester this Sunday.
This Sunday, Leicester.
Yeah, that might be the first. Oh, soon come in it.
This guy.
But you know what? The L's actually coming this Thursday against Barca. The L against Barca, and then L. That's I'm liking this week.
Is it? Yeah.
It's a great week already. It's a great week already.
Yeah. Great weekend. Yeah, great week being in 10th, mate. You know what I'm saying? You finished the week in 10th. You know what I'm saying? You're in 10th.
Let me win a little bit, man.
This guy in 10th place talking the most Chelsea fan, you know. You might have sat in 10th. You gotta realize that. You are literally middle of the table. You are mid of mid. You are king of mid. Are you not getting past Dortmund before we continue? That's what I want to know.
Listen, a lot of people said no, but watch, yeah.
All right,
I
cool.
believe in the UCL magic. The UCL magic, yeah. I believe 1-0. Watch it 1-0. I'm magic with the 1-0 Chelsea, yeah. And it'll probably be Thiago Silva header. Watch.
I hope Dortmund pack you lot. I really do. You know what I'm saying?
If they pack us, yeah, I'm blaming you.
Why are you blaming me? Surely you blame Graham Potter and Thiago Silva and Reece James and Mason Mount and Enzo Fernandez. And
Mason Mount is not starting, bro. Mason Mount is not starting on Wednesday. If he does start on Wednesday, Wallahi Potter, bro, you got blood in your hands.
It's crazy. We gonna get into all that. So we will answer any questions because obviously European football's back. So we'll answer any questions at the end. We will. So don't worry about that, people. Right. Most unpredicted result. I run through all the results before we answer that question. And obviously get your suggestions in as well. Most unpredicted result, people, and it's from this week. You can put Manchester United 2, Leeds 2 because it is the game week. So Manchester United 2, Leeds United 2, West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. Fulham 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Leicester City 4, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Arsenal 1, Brentford 1. Crystal Palace 1, Brighton 1. Southampton 1, Wolves 2. Bournemouth 1, Newcastle 1. Leeds 0, Manchester United 2. Manchester City 3, Aston Villa 1. Liverpool 2, Everton 0. All right, just give us a couple out of that you look at and go, yeah, that's the unpredictable result.
Unpredictable result, you know. I would have to say, it's not even the Nottingham Forest one. Let me look at them again because I need to make sure, I'm getting them right.
Yeah, have a look. What I will say is, you lot in the chat again, get them in. I'm definitely saying Arsenal 1, Brentford 1. I think that's definitely one.
I don't think so. You know, I don't think that's
You don't
like.
think that's unpredictable? No one. If you would have asked 10 people, you would have asked 10 fans what the result of that game would be. 8 of them would have picked Arsenal to beat Brentford at home. Even though Brentford are in good form, Arsenal have been the best side in the league. That is an unpredicted result. We weren't expecting 1-1. You would have got big money for that. So I would say, this is just me personally, I'd say Arsenal 1, Brentford 1. I'd say Leicester 4, Spurs 1.
I feel like the Spurs one. The Spurs one is
Yeah,
a
that's
bit
one
more.
of them. So that's 2. All right, go on, you've got the results of any others that stick out to you.
Maybe I can't like the Liverpool result kind of sticks out to me as well because I don't think you expect Liverpool to lose to win today 2-0. If you think about it, like a lot of people are saying doom and gloom. Maybe it could be a draw and that sort of stuff. But for them to win 2-0,
Okay.
the,
Let us know in the chat, people.
I saw Marcel was talking about the Wolves win. I think Wolves should have won either way, even if they had 11 men. It doesn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's a shock result before the game
Yeah.
because we don't take into context what happened in the game. That's what
Yeah, because Wolves should have won that all day, any day, even if they had.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect Wolves because Southampton is shocking. That's why Nathan Jones has been sacked. I agree with that. Is there any others? A lot of draws. A hell of a lot of draws.
Yeah, man, not enough shooters in the game these days, isn't it? No, not enough number 9s.
This guy, yeah. All right, here's one. Would you say Manchester United 2 leads to?
That one, yeah, you could say that because like you guys went down 2-0, bro.
Yeah, even outside of that, we were expected to win. So right, I've got Arsenal 1, Brentford 1, Leicester City 4, Tottenham 1, Manchester United 2, Leeds 2. Is there any others? Let me see what you lot are saying in the chat as well. Yeah, 10 out of 10 wouldn't have predicted Leicester. That's why Leicester's on there. Arsenal, Brentford. Let me see. Is there any others? I'll do like honorable mention.
Can do Wolverhampton only because we can just add the context of the game.
Yeah,
Of them being 10.
I think that's legit. Because I'm looking here. What about Bournemouth 1, Newcastle 1?
Oh, that's
People would have expected Newcastle to go and beat Bournemouth who are battling relegation.
especially comfortably. And Bournemouth haven't scored, in the last 5 games.
Bournemouth are 19th. Yeah, that's going on there. These Newcastle dons get away with murder,
Yo, it's crazy, man.
Yo,
they've got like the most draws in the league, right?
Yeah, they got like 12 draws. Pure draws.
That is crazy, These men cannot break deadlocks at all.
They got the players right. The poll is out, people. Go and vote. Go and vote on that poll. Unpredicted result. You got Arsenal 1, Brentford 1. You got Leicester City 4, Tottenham 1, Manchester United 2, Leeds United 2, and Bournemouth 1, Newcastle United 1. Go and vote on the poll. And again, people, if you super chat, whatever you pick, whatever you super chat, that's the winner of this category, even if it's not on the poll.
Unironically, hypothetically speaking, if Chelsea actually beat Southampton and then they beat Spurs the week after, we'd only be 1 point behind Spurs.
What if you would have beat who? Say that out again.
If you beat Southampton next week and then we beat Spurs because we actually faced them in 2 weeks.
Oh, see,
you would actually be only a point behind them.
I did not know that. That is crazy.
Because we have a game in hand onto them because they play 23 games, we play 22.
So you're saying Champions League spots, isn't it, for Chelsea?
Well, if you can win games, if we can win, big man. You're saying that like we can win, bro.
Listen, of course you can win. You could beat Southampton.
New manager bounce. New manager bounce.
New manager bounce. Yeah, that could. Yeah, you could get new manager bounce. I think you'll beat Spurs though, regardless. I think you'll beat Spurs. I think you'll beat Spurs.
Let's get Borussia Dortmund fans, bro.
Be confident, man. You know what I'm saying? You said you said Chelsea are gonna win at Dortmund. United are gonna get bopped by Barca. We gonna get bopped by.
But Barca like that. That's a guarantee, man. That's a guarantee, bro. The way these guys have been cooking, bro. It's like a night.
Nobody like us. Who they cooked that's better than us? We've beat better teams than them. We just beat Manchester City.
They beat Real Madrid, didn't it? So
we beat Arsenal. Are you saying Real Madrid are better than City?
Yeah, I would say so. Actually, their attack power,
attack is different. But I'm just saying, in it like A+.
Even defensively, Militao.
Yeah, they've been on point. Well, who's also been on point defensively? Manchester United Football Club. As who's been on point defensively. Us, we have one of the best records in Europe. We gonna move to these, man. And then on the Q&A. Wait, even a Q&A that day because it's Thursday. No, Friday on the Q&A when I see
you can let me hop in. You can let me hop in here on the Thursday one if you win. If you win, yeah, I'll ask you to link it to me, and I'll even hop in for the cooking, like the last 5 minutes of the stream. I'll hop in myself.
I'll probably you man are jokers. I swear down in it. You lot continue to vote on the poll. Currently, Arsenal 1, Brentford 1, 0%. Leicester City 4, Tottenham 1. That's now at 75%. Manchester United 2, Leeds 2 at 17%. And Bournemouth 1, Newcastle 1 at 8%. You lot continue to get your vote on the poll. Even if you're not in the chat and you don't want to speak, cool, but vote because it helps. It helps because we've only had now, there's only 12 votes on the poll. I need to go vote myself, actually. Speaking of that, I'm going to go vote myself. Hold up. What's this? Why's the new poll not popped up for me? What kind of nonsense is this? There we go. Yeah, I'm voting myself. Continue to get your votes in, people. Tomaselu says, I thought you would look at the context, but fair enough. Yeah, we don't look at the context in the game. It's just more so the result. Like, if it was two close ones and say, like, we couldn't decide, then we might look at context. But we're just looking at the result. Jacob here says, United versus Leeds is always an intense affair. Yes, it is always an intense affair. However, that's still a shock result. If we would have drew 2-2 in the game on Sunday away at Allen Road, I wouldn't have put that in there. But the fact that we drew 2-2 at Old Trafford, where we've been so good, where it's been a fortress, I think we won our last 13 games in a row there. And we're undefeated since the start of the season at OT. So it has been a fortress. And people was trying to run bands and joke, yeah, Old Trafford fortress to the door, and then they disappeared by full time on the watching.
I'm not sure if it's a fortress, but it's definitely an old castle, isn't it? You know, it's an old castle.
Of course, it's results-wise, it's a fortress. If we haven't lost there since August and it's now middle of February.
You didn't get the joke, but it's okay.
Yeah. I thought it was a shit joke, mate. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Pattern up.
It's an old castle. The castle's Cumberland. Sure, that ain't old was Cumberland.
Yeah, because you got that Matchbox stadium called the Bridge. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, you hate the Matchbox, but the Matchbox is, it's A1, we actually refurbished that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever, man. Jacob says, are Newcastle making top 4 in your opinion?
Genuinely, I actually think it's in the balance for that one. It's very much in the balance.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because the problem is, I look at Arsenal, and I think the Newcastle situation is similar to Arsenal in the sense that the lethargy is kicking in, and they've been sort of found out now. I would argue in a sense. So when you get found out, and then also like you're playing 3 games a week and that sort of stuff, it hits, man. It hits.
And I think it's just a lack of goals for them. But yeah, go on, carry on. So I don't know.
But the thing is, they have good guys that can score. Like they have like Callum Wilson, bro. Like barring like the fact that he's very injury prone, whenever he's playing on the pitch, he will guarantee you at least 10 plus goals a season. He can get a good goal, and then you've also got Isak, who's actually really good as well, but he's just been injured for the longest time, innit? So I don't know, man. The thing with Tottenham is erratic as hell. Fulham, Fulham probably gonna get like 7 or 8, no problem. I would argue Brentford as well. They're kind of erratic in the sense that we don't know if they're gonna get. I don't feel like they're gonna get enough points to get into Europe. It's just Brighton though. It's just Brighton that I'm worried about.
Yeah. With Newcastle, it's who catches them, because I believe they can be caught, but a team behind them has to put it together. Like I say, unless Liverpool and Chelsea do a crazy run. Like you mentioned, you got Fulham, you got Brighton, you got Brentford, good sides, but are they better than Newcastle? Because Newcastle always have a great, they have a great template to build from because they're defensively so sound. But I really don't know because they drew 12 out. I think they.
And the thing is also they're missing games. They're missing Target, by the way, and they've been playing Dan Burns as the
the tall
left back. Yeah, they've played him as left back, by the way. So you guys might have a chance, in the Carabao Cup.
What do you mean, might? That's our trophy. What do you mean, might? Saying we come in taking
Liverpool. Oh yeah, that is fair point as well by Marcel. I forgot that Bruno G.
Yeah, Bruno G is, but even before him, they was drawing hella games. Yeah, even when he was playing, they drew like 50% of their matches.
That's why they were going after. A lot of people forget this, but they were going after Madison in the summer.
Yeah, it makes sense. You throw Madison in that team, 100%. I see
would
why.
Create a lot more,
because their midfield was Joe. Because I did watching on Joe Linton, Willock, Longstaff. That's very workmanlike.
And those barring like Willock, who can be a bit more attacking, like Longstaff and Joe Linton are more so like box to box. They control the tempo. They hold the ball. They're sort of the type of guys that they take the ball off someone and just pass it straight away. They don't have any business going.
I get exactly what you're saying there. Fair play. Hey, big up to all the new people who just joined. We now got over 40 of you locked in. Let's get up to 40 likes. For those that haven't seen doing the most, you can see on the screen there the most unpredicted result. The poll is up. Arsenal 1, Brentford 1, Leicester City 4, Tottenham 1, Manchester United 2, Leeds United 2, Bournemouth 1, Newcastle United 1. Go and vote. We'll leave it up for about a couple more minutes. And again, if you super chat people, then that is the winner, whether it's on the poll or not. That's how it runs, doing the most. I'm trying to be interactive. Please make sure you vote. It's looking like Leicester City 4, Tottenham 1 is the result that stands the most. Get your questions in as well, because after we've ran through all 5 categories, me and Ahmed will answer any of your questions before we close out as well. All right, always one of my favorite categories, because winning this, Leicester City 4, Tottenham 1, they've won that. So yes, the most unpredictable result, unpredicted result of the weekend is Leicester City 4, Tottenham Hotspur 1. On to the next category, the most unacceptable error. Let us know in the chat unacceptable errors, but with this one, it must have led to a goal for the opposition. Let me repeat that. Must have led to a goal for the opposition. Ahmed, what are the unacceptable errors for you from this weekend's games?
The Sanchez one definitely was unacceptable, bro. That was crazy. The Bednarek one, he could probably give it as another one, where he tried to defend a goal.
What was the Bednarek? Oh, the one where he went through his legs.
Yeah, man, he should have closed his legs there, buddy. The 4-star was another one. The third goal that I was telling you about the Brazilian guy.
Which one was the third goal?
Tete, where he did the finesse shot, the Brazilian brother.
What for the Leicester Spurs game?
Yeah, there was I can't remember which goal it was. Yeah, it's the one where 4-star passes the ball out from the back, and then they get caught, and then they score from there. Let me just confirm.
Yeah, double check that. Yeah, double check that, because I don't remember that one. Let us know in the chat. Like I said, I've got Sanchez's one on there. Who else that I know there's more unacceptable errors? I'm trying to remember. Dyer, that's the one I'm putting on there. Dyer for Iheanacho's goal. That was awful defended. That is unacceptable. Who gave away the penalty as well? Whoever gave away the penalty for Villa when Grealish got fouled. I can't remember the Villa player's name. Let me double check.
Is it Callum Chambers?
Nah, it might have been Ramsey. It might have been. It was number 41. 1 second.
Oh, that is Jacob Ramsey. Jacob Ramsey then.
Yeah, it's Ramsey, isn't it? Yeah. I'm saying that. I'm adding that to it. Yeah, I'm saying Ramsey because he didn't need to tackle. He didn't. Grealish is not through on goal. For me, he didn't. Ramsey. Everton's second goal he conceded. That was horrible defending, but by who? Oh yeah, Pickford. How did we forget that happened today?
Oh my God,
Pickford.
yo.
We going Pickford. That's it. So that's the 4 people. That is the 4 right there. Unacceptable error. The poll is out. So you have.
Oh no, it's Ben Davis. Yeah, that's the guy I was talking about. Yeah,
Ben
Davis for the Madison goal. It's the Ben Davis for the Madison goal. Yeah, he passes it like all the way in midfield to Kane, but Kane gets caught straight away. One pass and Madison and scores.
I know what you're talking about. That's an honorable mention as well. Continue to get your honorable mentions in. But go vote on the poll, people. Go vote most unacceptable error. So we've got Sanchez for Brighton, Dyer for Tottenham for the Iheanacho goal, Ramsey for giving away the penalty against Manchester City when he tripped Grealish, and Pickford today for that first goal. I don't know what he was doing. Lewis says, Havertz's existence. What's your thoughts on this as a fellow Chelsea fan?
I'm just tired of talking about the brother, man. There's a lot of guys I'm talking about.
Is Havertz that bad? Is he that bad?
Bro, it's been like 3 years, man. I'm talking about the same brothers, man, every single year, man. It's actually tiring, man. The thing is, it's been 2 years, particularly last season with both Mount and Havertz, but this season in particular, bro, it's just gotten completely worse. That's why I refuse to talk about them, man. I refuse to talk about those two now. I refuse to. Man.
Well, these are the players that are going to help you win the Champions League, man. Help you win big games for the first time.
If he, I already know that Havertz is going to probably be playing tomorrow because he's the only striker that's available. Mount doesn't need to play because he's got Felix now. So Felix will take the 10 spot. You have Mudryk, and then you have probably either Ziyech. I'm afraid to say Ziyech, or Sterling will probably be back because he only had a knock. That's why he was out of the West Ham game.
All right, first. And Tomaselu says, is this a new show? Y'all should do this more often. So what it was, we had this show and it was running on the Twitch and stuff. Then we didn't have it. And then we brought it back. This is probably the 3rd or 4th week now, probably a little bit longer, but it's a regular show, weekly, Monday nights, doing the most for those that don't know. So it is a weekly show. Glad you're enjoying it, Marcel. But yes, this is a weekly show. The poll is out. Currently, Pickford is winning with 64%. How's Dyer got 0% for that Iheanacho goal? That was criminal.
You know what it is with Dyer? Dyer, especially in the media, he is like you don't really they don't really talk about like his faults at all. Do you ever hear like news stories about Dyer? I barely hear news stories about Dyer. And I speak to like Tottenham fans, they're like, "Oh, this guy's rubbish" and that stuff. I never hear about Dyer in the media, bro.
And to big up to UK Drilly, who's not voted with his super chat, but he still dropped a super chat, so appreciate it. He says, "Big man thing, is Klopp gonna pattern this team, or is he done out?" In terms of patting the team, it depends on what you're talking about, UK Drilly. Like, you're done this season, you're not winning any trophies this season. So in terms of that, you're done out. But can he get? You have quality there to get results, is what I would say. I'm saying you still got Allison in goal, you still got Trent Robertson, Van Dijk to come back, Kanate to come back. Matip, who's even though he's not been in good form, Fabinho's fell off a cliff. But you got the hard work in midfield. Bajek seems decent. You still got Salah who score goals. Dude, pardon me, Nunes will still cause havoc. Gakpo scored today. So it's not all doom and gloom for you lot, but it's bad in terms of forget winning trophies or Liverpool competing for anything this season. That's what I would say. And you need a lot of investment. And FSG are not spending the money that Liverpool
I'm
need.
not going to spend the money, bro. I'm going to be real. And then the revelation that Qatar's now going to be investing, the investment guys are going to go for United. It's really put like the nail in the coffin for if you're a Liverpool fan, man. Genuinely,
I will be there at that funeral no matter what.
But Derek, man, Jim Radcliffe on the way. He's a United fan. He's a local lad. Don't you worry about that, man.
Ain't you got a Chelsea season ticket?
I can't believe. Yeah, he does.
Yeah. So how United you
bro? It's
with
crazy.
a Chelsea season ticket,
bro. It's so crazy. Yeah, he had a Chelsea season ticket, but they're talking about now that he's a United. He's a United lad. He's from like he knows the club through and through and that lot. Well, we must have a lot of season tickets to be having that many. I can't lie still.
Yeah, that's true. You can't have that many season tickets. Your stadium not that big. Holds about 5K, but we move.
All right, mate. Relax. All right,
holds like the population of Sarcasm City.
Listen, man. The little rat infested the stadium of yours. Yeah, you need to relax, man.
Yeah, we the biggest stadium in the north, mate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, biggest stadium in the north. Shame that it's got Scotland with all these rats, yeah, and all the rains coming up top. You know what I mean? Can never be my club. You know what I mean? Whenever I'm on the West View, yeah, it don't rain down there, man. You know what I mean? I'm well protected.
Yeah, this guy. Anyway, you lot continue to get your votes in. We're looking for a few more votes before we continue. 7 more likes. Get us up to 50 likes, people. Subscribe if you're new, man. Subscriber check. We've been slow on the subscriber check today. I don't know what's going on. I know some of you lot are new and enjoying the content. So if you're watching, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. And UK Drilly, yeah, it is a sticky one for Liverpool fans. I feel for you. Nah, I don't feel for you lot. I'm lying. I'm glad. I wish it was worse. I'm so annoyed you lot won today. You know what I'm saying? I need you lot in
Listen,
the complete.
I don't know why I'm happy that they won because right now they're gonna feel like they're on a high, and then we know what's gonna happen next week. What they're gonna lose again?
Because they play Newcastle. I think they play Newcastle.
They playing a good team next.
Wait, yeah, they played Newcastle on
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, they were away at Newcastle on Saturday.
And then guess who they play after Newcastle?
Who?
Real Madrid.
Yeah. Watch out for that as well.
The reality is gonna set in soon, man. I'm not worried about Liverpool, bro.
I'm not worried. I just want to see them in pain and suffering at all times.
Listen, man, this is like the Chelsea Crystal Palace result where we won that game and everyone's a bit more happier, and then reality kicks in again.
It is, man. Hey, long may it continue. Long may it continue.
Man. Don't worry, man. When you lose the Carabao Cup, then the Europa League, I'm gonna be there no matter what, bro.
You know what's crazy? We pre-recorded Battle of the North today, and that's exactly what Hassan told me. Yeah, he told me we're losing the we're gonna get packed by Barcelona, 4-0 in the first leg, 8-0 on aggregate. I'm not paraphrasing. This is what he said verbatim. And then he said we're gonna lose the Carabao Cup to Newcastle. I think he also said, don't quote me on the third one, we're not going to finish in the top 4. I think he said that as well.
Wow.
But he didn't say nothing about us losing
top 4, West Ham. For me, top 4 for you is guaranteed at this point. So we're going to be seeing you in the Champions League. Carabao Cup here. I feel like Newcastle, it's like a once in a lifetime for them. And these they need to win that trophy, bro. They got all these legends coming now. Shearer's coming in. I'm seeing Ginola's coming in. They're gonna do something for you.
Are they playing? Ginola and Alan Shearer playing.
They can get the energy in.
Are they gonna get Nobby Solano back? Is he playing as well? You know what I'm saying? Is Warren Barton pitching up? Is Shay Given playing? You know what I'm saying? Is that what's going on?
They can bring in what's his name? Jermaine Genius.
Jermaine Genius will be back. Do you know the last time that? Do you remember the last? Do you know the last time Newcastle were in a domestic cup final?
Wasn't it like in the late 90s, early 2000s, if I'm
Yeah,
not
it was the late
mistaken.
90s. Yeah, it was the late 90s. You know
Because
what? You know what year it was?
what 97, 98?
99. You know who they played?
United. I know they play United. I know you
Oh,
guys and them lot used to have like a big rivalry in the 90s. Like I had.
yeah, know what I'm saying? But you know what we did that year as well, and it was a big game for them. We slapped them.
I know you won the
So,
treble. Did you not win the treble in
yeah.
98, 99?
99, yeah. Don't you forget it. I'm saying, don't you ever forget it. The only English
Listen, man,
club
we
to do
won
that in the
trebles.
modern era.
We won trebles, relaxing, man. You know what I mean? You won
What
domestic
trebles?
trebles.
Yeah,
Domestic
domestic trebles, the Mickey Mouse trebles. But you know what? I can't call him because we're about to win a Mickey Mouse treble this season. But we move.
Man,
I'm
they're
saying.
really discussing out trebles, What's going on,
Nah,
man?
a treble, but it's seeming here most unacceptable error yet. So Sanchez at 27%, which I thought this was horrific. It's arguably worse than Pickford's. Dyer at 14%, Ramsey at 9%, and then Pickford at 50%. So yeah, Pickford's won that. Pickford has won that. Okay, the next category is this is gonna be interesting. The most under the cosh manager. And don't forget, people, with the most under the cosh manager is the manager from this weekend's results. So we don't look at weeks gone by. So, like I said, it can be the team who are 18th and they got a draw, for example. That manager, no, wrong thing. It could be a team who are in great form and chasing top 4, and they've won 5 out of their last 6, but they lost this weekend. That manager could be eligible for this category. So, most under the cosh manager, who are you looking at? What are you saying, Ahmed? And let us know in the chat as well. Get your suggestions in.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I would have said Potter, but the problem is they're judging Potter. If you saw the latest news
Potter's a shout,
from, if you saw the latest news from the Athletic this morning, they're judging him in years. So
yeah.
Is he really under the cosh then? He's not really under the cosh from like a management.
Yeah, he's not under the
cosh.
cosh in terms of getting removed from his job. I'm just saying this week. So when we say this, it's who's the most disappointed this week. Will Potter be disappointed by that result?
Of course,
yes.
yeah. Okay, then yeah.
That's a game you can. That's a game you look at and go away to West Ham, who are in poor form. We should win that. Anytime you go away to a relegation side, you should win that game. I would definitely say Potter as an option. Go on, carry on now.
The other one, I would actually say Arteta. I'm gonna put Arteta out there.
Yeah,
because like 2 losses now, 1 draw, and now you're facing City on tomorrow, essentially, because it's like it's Tuesday now.
Yeah.
So if you lose against City, it's looking like game over, bro. Title race, it's looking like it's gone. And that's another bottle. If they do that, that's how many league titles they bowled Arsenal right now. I was actually thinking about this the other day. It might be double digits, bro. It might be double digits, fam. The Leicester one is definitely one of them. No, is that the Leicester season? Was that Tottenham or Arsenal?
Well, Arsenal finished second, but they did spend more time on top of the table than Spurs did.
To be honest, Chelsea, yeah, we can probably throw that in there. There was like obviously 08, 09, 010, like those seasons ish, like they sort of bowled the league. And that's what you can make the argument. Yo, you can actually make a genuine thing of like they've bowled the league in terms of like 10 or 11 times. So
yeah, I don't know if it's that many, but hey, I'm all for Arsenal. I'm all for Arsenal slander. Right, most under the cosh manager. So I've got Graham Potter on there, obviously drawing away at West Ham. Arteta drawing at home to Brentford. Conte for losing 4-1 away to Leicester. Is there one more? Let us know in the chat. People are saying Conte. CJ, we can't say Klopp because Klopp won this weekend, so we can't say Klopp. What are you saying?
Maybe you could make the argument that
what about Eddie Howe?
No,
I wouldn't say Sean Dyche. I wouldn't say Sean Dyche. You wouldn't say Eddie Howe. Drawing away. Imagine they would have won today, drawing away at Bournemouth.
But they've drawn. Oh yeah, but to be honest, they have drawn like 3.
Okay, switch it up. If United lose away at Bournemouth, is Ten Hag eligible for this?
Yeah, he would be. Yeah, he would be.
Okay, and this is the Newcastle you think are going to pack us in the final.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough, man.
But
and to be fair, they have been drawn. They have drawn their last 3 games, isn't it? So you can make the argument for that anyway.
Yeah, like even outside of that, because it's just this week, I'm throwing in Eddie Howe. He probably won't win, but I'm saying that right. The poll is out, people. The poll is out. Most under the cosh manager. So we have Graham Potter, Mikel Arteta, Antonio Conte, Eddie Howe. They are the 4 options. Go and vote on the poll, people. Again, if you super chat, then that will win it. Even if it's someone, if you are a super chat and you say Jurgen Klopp, even though he won, that would be the winner. Just any super chat amount. Let's continue to smash up the likes as well. We're at 45. Let's get up to 50. But the subscriber check's been slow the past couple of days, you lot. Slow, man. One of you lot hit the subscribe button. I know some of you lot, stop being stingy. I know you're new. I know you're enjoying this great content. Pay the toll when you enter the city. It's really not difficult. Pay the toll.
Subscribe.
That's it. They're the only 3 things we ask for. That is legit. Everything else, you're free to do what you want once you are in the city. Yeah, and Jacob says, yeah, not part of their backing him for now, but we're not talking about them backing him. We're talking about from this weekend's results solely under the coach manager.
I'm
To me,
telling you right
great
now,
pause on the
bro.
list. Go on.
I'm telling you, bro. If we lose to Dortmund and we just even get a draw against Southampton, bro, I can't, bro. I don't think I can't. I don't even think if I can be a stream, bro. It's gonna be too much, bro.
Why can't you be on stream? Talk about it. Why can't you be on stream?
Too much, man. It's gonna be people like, oh, it's over Chelsea, rubbish. It's gonna be too much, man. It's gonna get too hot to handle, man. It's gonna be too hot. The block's gonna be too hot, as they say, man. The block's too hot right now. Quite literally, man. Because like, if drawing against West Ham caused like on Lewis' stream, 7-hour stream on Lewis' stream. Imagine Dortmund lost, and then you get like a Southampton draw or loss.
Yeah. You lot, yeah. That's peak.
Bro, his quotes, random quotes.
Talk about it. You want to get stuff off your chest?
Bro, did you see the quotes that he made at Dortmund was just like, oh, listen, we can't look ahead after Dortmund. We have to beat whoever we have in front of us first. And people are saying that's a defeatist mentality. Bro, that's what Tuchel used to say as well. Tuchel was like, we have to look at who's ahead of us first before we can look who's after. Man, them are saying, oh my God, look, he thinks we're going to lose against Dortmund right now.
Because you lost the stress, man. That's why.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, the block, the Chelsea block here right now is too hot, man.
Talk about the Chelsea block, man. Talk about it. Get off your chest, man.
These guys are just getting too angry or too, what's it called, in their feelings right now. And I understand it's because we've only had 2 wins in the last 13 games and everything, but you need to relax, bro.
2 wins in the last 13 games.
No, that's never happened under Roman Abramovich, and that's why people are getting angry right now, bro. Even when Mourinho got sacked, when Mourinho got sacked, they gave Mourinho ample time before he got sacked, and that didn't happen then when they decided to drop that to down tools. That's when
peak. You lot continue to vote on the poll as well. Let's see what we're saying. Potter at 42%, Arteta at 17%, Conte at 31%, Howe at 8%. Now it's changed. Potter at 38%, Arteta at 23%, Conte at 31%, Eddie Howe at 8%. You lot continue to vote because this is going to be close still. This is going to be close. Let me vote. Who would you vote for? Who would be your pick? B?
I think Arteta right now.
You say Arteta? Okay.
Simply because, I don't think the fan pressure is going to affect the Chelsea board. And if they've come up with that article already, then it doesn't matter what I feel, what all other Chelsea fans feel about Potter. But Arteta is the big one because he's fighting leagues. He's fighting leagues. So you need to do something about that. I don't know. Did you hear about something? I saw this. I was listening to the Big Six today. But apparently Zinchenko told the Arsenal guys, we are in the race for like a title. And apparently a lot of the guys in the dressing room were laughing. That's what he said.
I did not know that. I did not know.
So listen, if they're not taking it seriously, bro, they don't believe in. That's what I'm saying, bro.
How true that is, I don't know.
But he said it. Apparently, he said it.
Apparently, he said it.
Yeah, that's what they said in the stream, innit? So.
Yeah. And to Jacob who says, while we wait for some more votes to get in, says, who do Spurs hire if they sack Conte based off of track record? It's either Sarri, Lampard, or Tuchel. They definitely wouldn't hire Lampard. Let's forget that. Sarri potentially.
Sarri is never going to leave Italy, man.
Yeah, Sarri probably. And then Tuchel, I don't think Tuchel will go there because they'll have better options than Spurs. That's what I would say. That's what I would say. Go for him.
I don't know with Tottenham who they get now, because do you go for like a De Zerbi? Do you go for maybe like who's that guy that's currently at Feyenoord? Maybe you can go for him, but I don't think you can get a top manager anymore at Tottenham, bro. You can't get a top manager at Tottenham anymore.
Yeah, Tottenham is a place you go to prove yourself. That's why because we're talking about this on the watch along, the Liverpool Everton watch along. Maybe he's the manager you go and get. What's it called? I mean, Potter should have went there, and then you make a jump to a Chelsea.
Because for me, Tottenham these days, it's much more of a financial place. It's a place for like it's more about finances than the football for me. Like Levy's just about his peas, isn't it?
Yeah, we know Levy about his money.
And that's why.
Yeah, go on, fam. Sorry, carry on.
No, bro. And then that's why I'm just going to finish quickly. That's why I think after Conte and if Kane leaves and Son leaves, they ain't coming back to Champions League football ever again, bro. I'm just going to be honest right now for a long time. No, if we're being real, investment wise, they're going to probably invest in young players again. It's going to be quite a while before they come back to UCL football.
Potentially.
And listen,
Depends who
Frank
they get.
Lampard, bro. Frank Lampard, big man. He's not coming back to Premier League football ever again, man. He's getting ready for his BT job.
Big up Alhambra for the super chat. I don't know, he didn't vote here, but the super chats are still appreciated. It says Pulis is only in a job for brand reasons. Todd B doesn't want to be an American Roman A, especially after 600 million spending. He's waiting for the right time. Why? Oh, when he says Pulis, I thought he was talking about Graham Pulis. He's talking about Paul. That's crazy, man. That man calls him Graham Pulis. I was thinking, where's Pulis managing brand? Like, I was confused.
Man, why do people hate on like people like
Man
Graham
spent
Pulis?
peas, yeah, to say call him Graham Pulis, you know, and he says
Tony
Todd B.
Pulis.
Go
Tony
for it.
Pulis got European football, big man. You can't be hating on Tony Pulis, man. He actually got to take European football.
Outrageous, yo.
That's another one, you know. Nah, man. But he doesn't even play
No.
Pulis football. Pulis football is completely defensive, man.
Yeah, so he said Pulis is only in the job for brand reasons. Todd B doesn't want to be the American Roman, especially after 600 million spend. He's waiting for the right time. Alhambra, when you say he's waiting for the right time, are you saying here he's waiting for the right time to sack him? Is that what it is? And what do you think that is, if that is the case? And secondly, again, big up for the super chat, because we've had a couple super chats, people, and if people have decided not to vote, and that's cool. All super chats are appreciated. It helps the channel. And what also helps the channel is hitting the like button, because then that pushes it out to the algorithm, which then pushes it out to more people, which then makes the channel bigger. And then also I can create even more content. There you go, people. So yes, hit the like button. Get us up to 50 likes, or only 4 short. Get us up to 50 likes. And hit the subscribe button. We're looking for 1 new subscriber, people. Literally 1 subscriber by the end of the stream. That's all we are looking for. Singular 1 to get us to 5,260. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Make sure you do. All right, votes. I see Potts won. Yeah, that's crazy. You confused me for a sec, but Alhambra, appreciate it. I was hella confused. Where we at? So yeah, most under the cosh manager. Yeah, Potter's won. So Potter's at 57%. Arteta's at 14%. Conte at 24%. Howe at 5%. So yeah, Graham Potter wins the most under the cosh manager. And the last category, last but definitely not least, the most untouchable manager. Again, people, the same applies to this category as it does for the most under the cosh manager. It's just from this weekend's games. So the most untouchable manager. So I'm having a look here. Definitely a shout, Brendan Rodgers, I would say. Brendan Rodgers is definitely a shout. Klopp, I would say definitely say Klopp. I'd say Pep Guardiola as well, with the 3-1 win at Villa. And is it Lopetegui?
Yeah, for Wolves.
Actually, or maybe the Fulham manager with the 2-0 win against Forest.
You mean Silva?
Yeah, Silva? What would you say? What would you say? Let us know in the chat as well.
Maybe I would say the Bournemouth manager, man. The Bournemouth manager. Because he's managed to get a draw against a top Newcastle side.
That's a shout. That's a shout. And that could be an important point for them. That is a very good shout, I would say.
Listen, Eric Ten Hag, you know.
That is an important, you know what I'm saying? Eric Ten Hag. If we would have won both times against Leeds, time to shine, I'd hear you. But because we didn't, I can't. Who is
Thomas Frank? I always forget his name. Let me just double check.
Thomas Frank's a shout as well. Thomas Frank is a brilliant shout, I would say. All right, let's try and put this together because this is tough. This is tough. This is real tough. I don't know. Let us know in the chat. I legit don't know. It's really tough. Right, let's actually try and get some of the people without that. Brendan Rodgers is definitely a shout. Without
Gary O'Neill is the current manager. For Bournemouth, it's Gary O'Neill.
Gary O'Neill. All right, I say we put him in. I think Thomas Frank is also a great shout. I think so. Getting a draw. So I've got Rodgers, Gary O'Neill, Thomas Frank, and we need 1 more. And before we continue, let us know, people, we got 1 spot to fill. Alhambra, again, with the super chat, says if we are 30 points off a title winner, regardless of league position, and out of the Champions League, he's gone. Todd B wants that commercial revenue. You get that by winning. Okay. How many points are you off top spot now, I would say? And I think you'll get past Dortmund. I'm not going to lie. How many points off top spot are you like now?
I'm looking right now. 1 second. I think it's quite.
Pep. I'm putting Pep in there, actually. I'm putting Pep.
Yeah, Pep in there. 51. We're 20 points off.
Okay. Right. That's out as well, people. That poll is out. Most untouchable manager. Alhambra, I'll get back to the super chat in a second. So most untouchable manager, we've got Rodgers, Gary O'Neill, Thomas Frank, Pep Guardiola.
You know what's funny?
Yeah, go on.
You know Chelsea last season. You know how many points we were off the top?
How many?
19 points.
Crazy.
So we're almost doing the same thing as last season, being 19 points off the top. So you could make the argument we've not changed, but this is the other teams have gotten better.
No, could argue that. So most untouchable manager, we got Brendan Rodgers after Leicester winning 4-1. Gary O'Neill, Bournemouth getting a point at home to Newcastle. Thomas Frank getting that draw away with Brentford at Arsenal, and Pep Guardiola for being Aston Villa. Marco Silva would have been a shout as well. So that's an honourable mention. Is Marco Silva. Another honourable mention is Lopetegui as well. But go vote on the poll, people. But back to this from Alhambra with the super chat as well. So you reckon do you agree with this? If you're 30 points off the title and you go out of the Champions League, so whether that's Dortmund or the next round, do you think Potter will be sacked?
No, they've already confirmed that he's not gone, bro. Like, why are we kidding ourselves here, bro? They've literally confirmed this morning. We're measuring him in years. He's only been here for 5 months. It's not 7. The 7 months still left in a year, big man. It's not happening.
Okay, let me flip that. So you're saying they've said that. So one, you're trusting them to keep their word with that, yeah? 2,
they have actually kept the word, though.
Okay, so that's fair. 2, if this happened what Alhambra said, would you sack him? If you were 30 points off the top and go out of the Champions League, would you sack him?
If I could find a better replacement than him, of course I would.
Okay, do you believe there's a better replacement out there than Graham
Not
Potter?
right now. Not right now.
Okay, first. So you're just sticking with it because there's no one else.
Because the thing is, yeah, if I go for, let's say, like a Luis Enrique right now, I'm falling into the same trap as Potter.
First?
Because you need to give him time. The players that you have are not the same as the ones that you want for him. Zidane, asterisk. Hansi Flick, another asterisk. So you've got 3 men there that got asterisks already on them. Okay. And then you've got Potter that you've taken. So who's left after that? What, are you going to take the Zerbi? Thomas Frank? Or is that who you're going to be taking next?
Yeah.
Like, let's be real, guys.
And to Jazz, you said, have you slammed Conte yet? No, he was on the most under the coach manager. He didn't win though. You know what I'm saying? Who
There's
won?
nothing to
Graham Potter won.
Conte's
Graham
gone,
Potter
man.
won.
The thing of I know I just want Conte stand, but the reality is, like, we know what Conte is about, bro. Like, Conte, I don't know what he was obviously saving some of his players, like, for the UCL and that sort of thing. But at the end of the day, his results have been erratic as fuck, and we know he's not staying at the end of the season, bro. So
Alhambra here says again, big up for the super chat. He says, to be clear, next season years equal 2020, years equals 23/24 season.
Yeah, that's fair enough, Alhambra. I don't disagree with you on that point. But I'm saying to you, if this carries on for the next season, for example, and it's October, November, maybe, yeah, then I would agree with you. But this season, we are probably gonna miss UCL football. We're probably gonna be 20 points behind the top of the table. It's just we are gonna have to accept it as Chelsea fans. It is what it is. It's already happened, man. The damage has been done.
All right, that's fair. Well, that's like
Shut up, man. I know you just want to laugh, man. Just laugh it out, man. Lay it out.
Yo, how is it me when Alhambra super chatted speaking about it? If someone wanted to super chat and speak about Manchester United on the Ollie, guess what I'd have to do? Talk about Manchester United on the Ollie. Why do you blame me for what the people want to talk about? I am man of the people. I am the people's prophet. You know what I'm saying? So whatever the people want to talk about, I am with them. I stand with the people for the people. I'm saying I'm here because of the people. And when people say what people, I say we the people. So yes, make sure you hit the like button, share it across all the socials. Yo, I'm in stress, yo. You lot go vote on the poll. Why are you so stressed, brother? Why are you so stressed?
I don't know, man. It's just I'm very tired about talking about Chelsea. I'm just tired about talking about Chelsea, bro. Like,
sorry, man. Just gotta hold that, fam. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? Lay it then.
Hopefully on Wednesday we can at least win. Like, I want to hear.
I need a 3-0. I need a 3-0. I need that Q&A. I need a 3-0 Dortmund win.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Anytime Chelsea do crap, my numbers go through the roof. That Friday you lot drew against Fulham. That Q&A was chaos. We had like 200 people.
I wasn't even cussing out anyone on that.
No, I'm saying just in general. That Friday we had 200 people in here, and you all like, drew.
That's what I'm saying.
It was mad. It was mad. You lot continued to vote most untouchable manager. Brendan Rodgers, 11%. Gary O'Neill, 11%. Thomas Frank, 33%. Pep Guardiola, 44%. Okay, so Pep's currently winning. Pep is going, and if they would have drew against Villa or lost, he would have been a most under the cosh. So him being in this category does make sense. It really does. I even vote myself. Who do I have? Who do I think is the most untouchable manager? I probably would go
probably.
with Pep, to be honest. Probably
Yeah.
would go with Pep.
Well, to be honest, we
But I
never know.
think
In
Thomas
18
Frank
months'
is shot.
time, to be honest, though, we know in 18 months' time, bro, that guy's gone.
Who?
You know who, bro? Listen, Pep's gone 18
Who's
months' time.
Voldemort?
And
Who's you know who? You know what I'm saying? We're talking about Tom Renner. This
hey,
guy.
no, I
I
was
ain't mean to
saying,
say you know who. Like,
no,
he who should
listen,
not
I
be
was like,
named. This guy a joke,
Pep is
man.
gone, man. Pep is gone, bro. I'm telling you, in 18 months' time. And then Chelsea are gonna steal him. Watch it, mark my words.
Yeah, but yeah,
Now,
sure.
Buddy Ashil was not in the UCL squad,
No,
so
he's
it's
not.
probably gonna be either Koulibaly or was it?
Man's dead, yo.
Why is it great feelings, bro? Like, what we did, man? What we doing, bro? Like, we just violated this
So,
damn
hey,
purpose.
Alhambra, big up for the super chat as well. These guys just like, yo, we get into this Graham Potter slander. I can't stand it. Hey, I respect it, man. Alhambra, big up, man, my guy. He says, honestly, though, fans are twerking for Graham Pulis because they're in love with sticking to a manager. I see absolute dead food analysis online. Man said dead food analysis. Alhambra, let me ask you, what is the dead food analysis that bothers you so much with people saying at least give him to the summer? I do agree, Alhambra, with you that how it's going so far is not
It's
good
not
from the
good.
outside looking in. It's not good. From the outside looking in, it's not good. But I wouldn't sack him yet. I would at least give him to the summer because it doesn't improve. That's my personal point. But we'll go to the Chelsea fan on this. I'm saying this.
I'll get Alhambra why he's angry.
Your
Like,
point.
obviously, I
What was
get
yours?
when people talk about there's not a style, there's not this and that, and I can get all of that sort of viewpoint because, but at the same time, we have to understand he hasn't had the plays. There's also been injuries that have been taking place. There's some plays that you can't improve. Can you improve Kai Havertz at Chelsea? No, you can't. Can you improve that runner? Like, let's be real. You
Yeah, it's a
can't
right.
improve that
Yeah,
guy.
you're right. You're right.
Gallagher, can you
Right.
improve that runner? No. Corner, there's something going on in his personal life apparently, and that's why he's been shit. And
Yeah, he
because
just needs to.
Chilwell's been coming back from injury, you don't want to be starting Koulibaly. Let's be real, guys. Like, Koulibaly's just showed that he's probably 35 years old, 36 years old instead of 30, 31. What we knew. Manny Shaw's been good. Thiago Silva. Reece James just come back from injury. Madueke just literally started his first game against West Ham. Mudryk started his second game against West Ham. Felix has actually been shown to be bright in parts.
Facts. Yeah.
Enzo Fernandez is another one. So again, I understand like Alhambra's point of maybe you've not seen his style, but I would argue maybe that's because of the players that he's had. Now he's got the new players. Like yesterday, you saw against West Ham, I would argue for the first 30 minutes, something was changed in the at least in the team, in my opinion. But we're gonna see it again. Alhambra, I would argue, if obviously what happens at Borussia Dortmund happens, that he loses and then Southampton is a draw and loss, I think it's time to get worried. I would argue. I think that's a fair point to say. It's time to get worried.
Nah, it's time to get worried. Alhambra, please respond to what I said and what Ahmed said before we continue. Yeah, most untouchable.
But I get what
manager
Alhambra is also saying
seems
in the sense of like.
Before you continue, one sec, because we're gonna
Go
get
ahead,
into
bro.
this in detail. I'll give it 1 sec. Let me just finish this. So yes, most untouchable manager to end the show, people. Rodgers 10%, Gary O'Neill 10%, Thomas Frank 33%, Pep Guardiola 38%, 48%. So yes, most untouchable manager of the week on doing the most is Pep, people. So that poll is closed. Right, get your Premier League questions in because it is the Premier League show. This is now the Q&A Premier League section of doing the most. But before we continue, so the most unforgettable goal was Mendy's against Spurs for Leicester. The most unpredicted result was the most unpredicted. What won it again? I always forget. Was it Arsenal Brentford? The most unpredicted result? Yeah, it was Arsenal 1, Brentford. No, it wasn't. It was Leicester City 4, Tottenham 1. That was
Potter
it.
was the other one.
Yeah, most unacceptable error was Pickford today. You know what I'm saying?
Somehow,
in the Merseyside derby. Most under the cosh manager was Graham Potter, who we are going to discuss. And the most untouchable manager was Pep Guardiola. All right.
This one I want to answer because
Okay. Let me get to this. And then it's Alhambra again, big up for the super chat. Appreciate it. Says Ten Hag versus Pulis. Man United need to win against Leeds. Puts Weghorst as a 10 to change the game. Chelsea need a goal. Pulis brings on Connor Gallagher. Right, that's a funny slander name. That's a Connor Gallagher.
The problem with Alhambra statement is, bro, who would he bring? Listen, I'm gonna ask you for all this, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
After 60 minutes, yeah, he brings off Madueke, who he's known to not play, who's only played 90 minutes twice in his PSV career, and Mudryk, who is still acclimatizing, and you got to probably have to play him on Wednesday. So you put on Ziyech on there, and then you put on what's it called? You use the other guy, the other brother you put on Mount, for example.
Yeah.
Sadly, we had to put on Mount, right?
I said sadly.
All right. So those two you've already put on, and then like in the midfield, barring RLC, who's available for us to start?
Yeah, let me actually look at your bench. I'm looking here now, so I've got the lineup. So I'm gonna look at the Chelsea bench. So your bench was Bettinelli, Chalobah, Mount, who came on, Chilwell, who came on, Ziyech, who came on, Gallagher, who came on. Then you've got Fofana, you got Aspilicueta, you got Chukwuemeka. I think the issue comes from him going to players who you know what you're gonna get from an offensive standpoint. 3 of the 4 changes are attacking, or you could say however you class Gallagher. He's brought on Mount, who we know has been in poor form. He's brought on Ziyech, who we know has been in poor form and almost left at the end.
But you don't have any. But the problem is,
he brought on Gallagher, who we know about. You have, I guarantee there would be more understanding if you lot would have drew 1-1, but instead of bringing on Mount, he brings on Fofana, and instead of bringing on Ziyech, he brings on Chukwuemeka. People want to see different things.
That's the point that I made with you previously, that you could have put them on. The problem is, if Madueke, he has to be replaced after 60 minutes anyway, because of what I've said. He's only played 90 minutes twice in his career.
Yeah, fair.
So you have to replace him, Ziyech. Mount has to come on because, you could have probably, with the Mount one,
he could have easily brought on Fofana and Chukwuemeka. He could have brought them two on.
For those two, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
you could have easily
the Gallagher one, you have to put him there because
Gallagher for Loftus Cheek. I hear that.
Because you actually have to put him. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying to you. Like, he's the one that he's showing. That one I can't. That's the one that he's giving an example of. I can't. I have to disagree with that one, if that makes sense. But the Mount and the Havertz one to be replaced with Chukwuemeka and then Fofana, that would have made sense to me.
Yeah, that's where the issue lies. So yeah, and Alhambra, comparing Potter to Ten Hag is unfair to Potter because he's not of the level of Ten Hag.
Ten Hag was Ajax.
Yeah, like that. I was saying this on the watch along again on the Merseyside Derby watch along. Potter needed to go to a club like Ajax where there's an expectancy to win. He's gone from Brighton where there's not an expectancy to win. You can win, you can draw 4 games in a row and it's not really an issue at Brighton. Where at Chelsea, you don't win in 2 games, that's a major talking point. Where at Ajax as well, there's an expectancy to go on and win a league title. Because Chelsea are looking to go and compete for Premier Leagues, Champions League, FA Cups and Carabao Cups. Potter's never had this expectation on his shoulders here. So this is a whole different level of pressure. Like the Champions League game against Dortmund, whole different level of pressure. But yeah, it's unfair to compare him to Ten Hag because Ten Hag is just a much better manager. Well, Potter could improve. But Alhambra, you're not wrong. I understand your frustrations. I get it. But do we have that much of a... We have better individuals than you lot. When I look at your attack, outside of João Felix, there's nobody special there. Do I believe Ten Hag gets better results with his Chelsea side? Yes. Do I believe he gets much better? Do I think he gets much better results? No. You might not be 10th, but I don't think you'd be 3rd or 4th. You might be 6th or 7th. There would be a style of play. Yes, there would be a clear identity, but I don't think it's better to the point where Chelsea fans like yourself and others would be happy. Because your midfield is just whack outside the end zone. Very similar to the Manchester United's midfield. Without Casemiro, Eriksen's not injured. Our midfield's not too good. I guarantee I didn't watch the Chelsea game in full, but I already know by speaking to Chelsea fans and the game I watched with United, there wasn't much difference in our performances away from home. It's just that we managed to score a couple, keep a clean sheet. We did play arguably a worse team, but we're a better side than you lot with a better manager team-wise. We have a better defensive structure, even though you're getting there. You're getting there.
Man. Defensively, I feel like we're as competent.
Defensively, you're good.
Yeah.
Defensively, you're
good.
It's
just, I think for me right now, it's just that we're missing another link in midfield. And then this is just a new attack we have to see in a striker, I would argue.
Yeah, and that's where it is. Because I'm looking, I'm like, all right, if you compare it, Kepa to De Gea, all right, De Gea. Centre-backs. Bear in mind, we had Maguire and Shaw. Badiashile and Silva is an upgrade on that, like as a partnership. Reece James at right back, we had Dalot. It is Reece James coming back, but Reece James is a better right back. Cucurella, I go Malacia because Cucurella is just
Chilwell was number 1 for me.
No, but I'm talking about the team we played specifically. I'm saying specifically both lineups. we had in midfield Sabitzer and Fred. It was Sabitzer and Fred. No. I'm talking about the Leeds lineup, the game that we played just now.
My bad,
so comparing both lineups from this weekend, no one can tell me that Sabitzer and Fred is a massive upgrade on Enzo and Loftus-Cheek. There isn't much. We know Enzo's the best out that 4, but there's not much. And then even like in the 10, we got Bruno Fernandes, you got João Felix, it's João Felix. Right, you got Madueke. We played right wing for Sancho. Yeah, so Sancho's just come back. Madueke's just new. Mudryk on the left, we got Inform Rashford, that's Rashford. Up top, we had Weghorst, you had Havertz. Yes, Weghorst better than Havertz. But my point is, when you compare both sides, there isn't a massive goal from class. We're just a better team. But that's because we have a much better manager. So maybe looking at it like that, maybe Ten Hag does do bits with his Chelsea side.
It's just experience at the end of the day. It comes down to experience. Sometimes and that's why, when people talk about work experience here, but work experience is key, bro. If you know how to work in that environment, you know how to cook. And right now, Potter's learning the job. And that's why it's probably going to take him quite a lot. If he's given that time, it might take him a while longer before he becomes what he needs to become.
Well,
but in football, you're not always given as much time. So you need to get to the conclusions quicker.
Yeah, absolutely. And big up to Black Diamond, says, bless up my brothers. And he put the Somalian Stallion in capital letters, co-hosting, with 3 fist pumps, says, big up my youth. Look,
big up Don the Diamond, man. Big up
Black Diamond every single time. Yo, hit the subscribe button. We're still looking for that one new subscriber. There's over 40 of you lot locked in. We have gone over 50 likes though, so big up again. Hit the subscribe button. It is road to 6,000 subscribers, people. So make sure you do so as well. Get your final few questions in, because this is the Premier League Q&A section of this show. Trying to see what else. Time to Shine saying, I'm Pottering forever. He says, yeah, but you shouldn't be where you are in the league talking about Chelsea. I do agree with that.
We shouldn't be, though. But we were under this. We were better than 10th, but we were under, like under Tuchel. We were around about 5th, 6th, 7th under Tuchel. And everyone was the same. So why we're not lying to ourselves when we say there's not that much of a difference, bro. And we know if Tuchel was still here, like he had apparently the whole place was divided. The Zakaria story is.
What was the Zakaria story?
Rana didn't even recognize who Zakaria was the first time they met. It came out of that leg, bro. Like, he didn't know him for a second, but then realized he was Dennis Zakaria and they started shaking his hand afterwards.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
that being said, we do have to take into consideration this Chelsea team that they have now is not the team they had under Tuchel. There was no Badiashile, there was no Enzo, there was no.
He had a worse team, bro.
He did have a worse team. He had a worse team, yes. But he's a better manager than Potter.
Yeah, but the club, but if the club realized we had a bad team, that's why have they got in January to spend all this money to get new players in? Because they know the team was shit. So like, I think hindsight, it's 2020, bro. We need to realize that, man.
Well, hindsight's a beautiful thing. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, Tuchel had like 1 week with 4 new players before he got sacked. That's not fair to judge him. But again, there's different reports coming out as to why Potter got sacked. We ain't gonna get into one of them. Tuchel. Yeah. We ain't gonna get into one of them. That's all I'd say.
Yeah. The thing. Remember what I said to you, for us. Yeah. I think this is the first or second time that me and you ever like spoke to each other on Sarcasm City. It was a calling show when it was Arsenal Chelsea preseason. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that one. Yes, I do remember.
Remember what I said? And people were laughing.
You said you hope you survive. Yes. You said you hope you survive.
And I was telling, and remember I said this, and people were laughing at me, were cracking up at me, like, oh, you're being overreactionary. And as the season has gone on, you've gotten worse, bro. Have I lied? That's what I'm saying, bro.
You have got worse. Yeah. Alhambra again, big up for the super chat again. Much love, much appreciated. Says that intangibles. Eric Ten Hag is ruthless. Look how he dealt with Amin Younes at Ajax. After the VAR situation on Saturday, Pulis said that's live. Yeah, there are intangibles. That is correct. Ten Hag is ruthless. Alhambra, you know what? I hear what you're saying. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just seeing it from the other side as well. It says, look at how he dealt with Amin Younes. Is that the guy who refused to come on? I don't know.
Yes, but it's the Ajax guy. That's the Ajax kid that he sent back to Pinewood.
All right, Fairs. After the VAR situation on Saturday, Pulis said that's live. I do think people put too much stock in what managers say off the field. I've never, ever paid attention to it. Like in terms of whether that's Sir Alex Ferguson, whether it's a Van Gaal, whether it's a Moyes, a Mourinho, a Oli, a Ten Hag. Like people will ask me about it and I mention it, and then certain things they say, I'll be like, I like that or I don't like that, but I don't put too much stock in it. The way Ten Hag talks, I really like because it lets me know where he's at. Like he's honest, like he's
You know what it is,
constantly
yeah? Have you
he
watched the
answers
Tuchel press
questions very
conference?
clear and precise. Yeah, go on, say again.
Have you watched the Tuchel press conference for us?
Bits and pieces. I never sat down and watched one, but I've seen bits and pieces of what he said.
You,
Like when he
yeah,
said we have the
like
same problems because we have the same players. That's mad funny, yo.
no. Like no, I'm talking about like when Chelsea were like on their way to win like the Champions League and like even like the season after that sort of stuff. Yeah, his stuff was like tactical and analysis and that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? The stuff that you had when you had what's his name, Ragnick. Like people were like hella interested in what he was speaking about. That's what it was like, and that's why people liked the way he was talking, everything, and like you got like the tacticals and the Chelsea fan base to like him even more. And like with Potter, when you watch his press conferences, he just speaks like a normally, that it's like this, it's like that.
It's not inspiring. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. He doesn't smack of a winner, and I hear that. I get that. Like, because after man's literally calling him Pulis, he's almost got me calling him Pulis. After the VAR decision, what he should have said is, and this is my thought process on VAR and refs. This is why, as a Manchester United fan, you never hear me complain about the refs because of a poor result. I say our players should do more. That's what it is.
Yeah, what you could have said.
That's what he should have said to me. He should have said, our players didn't play well enough. If we score more goals, then VAR's that take it out of the referee's hands. You're more than capable.
Yes,
this is
that's
why
what I
never
said.
complain. Never complain.
You should always say, and I always say this, you should never let the referee, you should never let it go down to a referee's judgment. You should have the game finished way before that happens. You should always have that done before then. But I just think, at the end of the day, bro, what are you going to do about VAR? What can you do? You can get angry, shout about it. We saw with Tuchel what he did with like Anthony Taylor and everything, and then he got fined.
Talking man still here. Carry on for 1 second.
Yeah, I'm just saying, what I'm trying to say though is under Anthony Taylor, he did the same shit, and guess what happened? Fine, everything got locked off. So what's the point? It's not gonna solve anything. So at the end of the day, when it comes to Graham Potter, I don't think the time is, we need to relax and look after him, coddle him and everything. We just need to see, I think particularly now with the new players starting week in, week out in the Premier League, are we now officially seeing a patterns of play style? How are we moving in the team? If we can see that in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and we can actually see something's happening, then I think it's good enough for us to continue Potter. If that does not happen, questions do need to be asked. Then I would argue.
And the thing is, what you said there, that's fair. I'm just saying people writing him off completely, I think is wrong. I think you need more you need more than you need a bigger.
But this is the Chelsea fan base, though.
However, it don't look good. Yeah, go on, fam. Go on.
So, but for us, this is Chelsea fan base. Under what's his name, Roman Abramovich. Like after 3 to 4 bad results or 3 bad results, Chelsea, the helicopter's coming down to the training ground. Yeah, he's coming in. Look at what's going on, and then bang, you're gone. And then it's just hitting. Hey, guess what you see, man? You know what, mate? They go very loaded, fam. Literally, that's what happened. You can forget that, Or Avram Grant was the other one. Oh, yeah, Avram, what you saying, man? Yeah. Let's go, lovely, jubbly. Oh, Champions League semi-final, FA Cup, boom. That's all it is, man. That's what people think is gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, big man. Or even now, you can even see Tuchel's another one like that. Oh, Tuchel, yeah, we need you. Half a season later, you see on number 2, bag FA Cup final, Cup final. It's not like that. It's not gonna happen, bro.
There's nothing wrong with this. This is. I'll get to your super chat now. Peter's the kind of guy to bring flowers on the first date. There's nothing wrong with bringing flowers on the first date if you know the girl likes flowers. Secondly, it is Valentine's Day. Speaking of flowers, so any of the man them watching, if there's any man them watching, make sure you treat your woman, and if there's any females watching as well, make sure you treat your other half, man. You know what I'm saying? Treat your other half, whether you celebrate it or not. Even if you don't celebrate it, get something small for them. That's what I said to Ahmed, because he was like, him and his female don't celebrate it. That's cool, but just use it as an excuse to get us something nice. Yes, PSG are playing Bayern. Yes, AC Milan are playing Spurs. But I don't care if you're a Spurs fan, AC, PSG, Bayern. Take your woman out if she wants to celebrate the day. If she doesn't, that's cool. Just get her something nice like flowers. There's nothing wrong with flowers on the first date. If you know the girl likes flowers, what's wrong with that?
Yeah,
Alhambra. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, this is not Alhambra's not having it though. He's not having it with. He's got me calling Potter Pulis. You know, that's the craziest shit. That's the craziest.
You know it's crazy. I'm laughing, and even though he's my manager, fam, it's crazy, man. Out here, man.
Alhambra's not having it, yo. He's not, yo. I think you want to see more. And yeah, Emma said it here. Let's get to it. Oh my god, you lot are jokes. You lot. I make sure I make this a regular segment on the doing the most. Once we finish the 5 categories, people, we'll do a Premier League Q&A as well because there's always something that's happening. And Emma said here, Ten Hag also says that's life to the ref and VAR decisions, though, but also says it shouldn't affect our game. And that's what it is, Emma. I always put the onus on our players and the manager. You lot, don't worry about refereeing decisions. If you lot play as well as you can, we'll win the game. Simple as that. Like everyone's got the still of Mount when he didn't pass it to Ziyech. If he does that and Ziyech scores, we ain't talking about VAR. Yeah, and Black Diamond says, Ten Hag doesn't ever complain about injuries or suspensions. He says we have a good squad and it's up to him to find solutions. Never cries like Klopp. Facts. That's the thing is that's what I like about Ten Hag. Accountability, self-awareness. He's like, no, yes, we have problems, we have issues, but that's my job to deal with. And this is why I criticize Manchester United manager that when he needs to be criticized and the players. I hate excuses. It's the same with recruitment. When people say, "Oh, there's no value in the market," you are not looking for hard enough. You're not looking for a Valentine. That's tough. You know what I'm saying? And that's a small sample size you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what you like and what you don't like. All I'm asking you to do is find a striker who's capable of playing for Manchester United. There's hundreds of thousands of players out there in the world, and you have all the resources possible to go and locate these players. Go and do so. Is it extremely tough? Yes, it's very, very tough. Extremely tough job. But guess what? You are paid extremely well to do an extremely tough job. Your pay packet matches why you have such a tough job. You are compensated for the difficulty of your job. So go and do it. I reckon you could give me and Ahmed those resources and we could go find players who are capable of playing for Chelsea or Manchester United. I swear on my life. And neither of us are scouts. None of us have ever done it before. But if they was like, here's the private jet, this is the profile of player we are looking for, go and watch football. I think me and Ahmed could come back with a list of names. Legit, genuine. Give us 3-4 months to go do that. All right, yeah, you're gonna go France and watch Ligue 1 games. We need a striker that does this. We need a winger that does this. We need a central midfielder that does this. We need a centre back that can do this. We come back with a list. Guaranteed. They might not all hit, but we come back, and that's me and Ahmed doing that. So these are professionals at the highest level, whether that's Manchester United Football Club, Chelsea Football Club, Liverpool, Manchester City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, the list goes on. Go do your job. That's how I look at it. And that's what I like about Ten Hag. He understands that. Self-awareness. That's it. Yeah, Black Diamond, you wilding. JC says, Bon Valentine's Day, the Champions League is on. JC, do you have a female? If you don't, then it's calm. I'm saying Alhambra just there laughing. Yeah, you know that was too far. I say Graham Pulis got a nice ring to it. That's what Time to Shine is going to say. And you're going to have me calling him Graham Pulis as well. I'm saying. And it's like, yo, it's Paul. I was thinking, who's he talking about? Give Paul time, lad, says Black Diamond. Yeah, you wilding. But I think we're going to close out. We have gone over 60 likes. Get your final few questions in. We're going to close out in the next 5 minutes. We got 2 new subscribers. So big up to you lot. We got more. We got 2. So big up to you lot, man. Tomorrow, what have we got coming up? The Mandem United, technically today, actually, 4:30 p.m. The Mandem United podcast. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be talking all things Manchester United, probably with Ivorian. We'll be looking ahead to the Barcelona game, and then about 7:45 p.m. It'll be live on the Twitch. PSG versus Bayern. That watch along will be going down. Surfer will be holding it down. I will not be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm on uncle duties, looking after my niece. So yeah, I will not be there for PSG versus Bayern, but Surfer, I'm sure the rest of the gang will be there for the Twitch. And me and Saint have moved the Manchester United and Liverpool show from Tuesday. Probably get it Saturday, people. I'm going to talk to Saint today, but yeah, it won't be Tuesday, but I'll put a post out on the socials anyway, so you lot will know. And then Wednesday we'll be back with, what we got coming up on Wednesday? That is a great question. Wednesday we'll be back.
City, Arsenal, and Chelsea.
That's it. See, that's why you're the one. Arsenal, Manchester City, right here on the YouTube channel. So as that will be going on, we'll be dual streaming. Then on the Twitch, it will be Borussia Dortmund versus Chelsea, that watch along. So Arsenal, Manchester City here on the YouTube channel, Borussia Dortmund versus Chelsea on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch at the exact same time. And after that, midnight, of course, you'll get the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. And then Thursday, you will get The first leg, Barcelona versus Manchester United, Europa League watch along. You will get that, and then following that, you're gonna get probably a blockbuster show. You're gonna get a blockbuster show because it's the Arsenal Manchester United show Thursday night. So imagine Arsenal lose to City and United lose to Barcelona. What me and Cam are going to be saying to each other and what the comment section will be like. This guy. And then Friday you'll get the show, man. You'll get the Man United podcast. Myself and Eddie. We was in the chat 4:30 p.m. talking all things Manchester United, talking a historic Manchester United winning a new camp because we've won more Champions Leagues in the new camp than Barcelona have. You know what I'm saying? So that's our ground. We own that. Hold that. Yeah. What? Yeah, no one else saying nothing. Exactly. It's our ground. I'm saying,
listen, man, we'll see on Thursday if it's your ground, innit? You're gonna see on Thursday, bro.
It's a fact. We've won more Champions Leagues there than them.
Don't man, we'll see on Thursday.
You'll see. I already know. How are you telling me? And then Friday to end the week, Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, which is gonna be crazy. You're gonna see more Ahmed tears after they get popped by Dortmund on Wednesday, and then United win on Thursday. Yeah. Hold that.
Right, man. Listen, keep dreaming, bro.
Yeah. What about Dortmund beating Chelsea? I'm sure it will happen.
It won't happen, bro. I'm going to tell you now. Yeah. When it doesn't happen, yeah.
Here we go. Alhambra, big up for the super chat says, my fellow Chelsea brother on the panel. Prediction for Wednesday. I'm taking my girl out on Wednesday. I'll be moved to by Dortmund and Gio on Valentine's night.
You mean Gio Reyna, by the way.
Shout out Gio Reyna.
I think we're going to probably win 1-0. If not, it'll be a draw. I think defensively, if you have Chalobah in the team and Thiago Silva, I think I'm fine. And the thing is, Reece James, particularly in the second half against West Ham, he was looking like he was coming back to his former self. Mm-hmm. I think we got a chance, bro. We got a good chance. And unironically, the one thing I will give Potter, in the UCL, he's been doing well, bro. In the UCL, has been doing okay. So we got to see if he's got if he can cook, bro.
All right. So we asked you this, but Alhambra, all jokes aside, I legit don't know because I've not seen a lot of Dortmund, but I swear one of you lot put in the group chat today that a key Dortmund player is missing. Am I lying? Was there a Dortmund player who got injured?
Mokoko, but they still got what's it called? Bellingham still got to play in midfield. Okay. They still got that young English brother who's 15 years old called who's short for JBH. You got Adeyemi that's probably going to be played up front, and then I think the other person, his name escapes me. It's not Reyna, it's someone else, but I'll remember his name later. But they've got another guy on the. But the thing of Dortmund is that they've got a very pacey. The team's very pacey.
Is it quick? Okay.
Yeah, but the thing about that, if your team is very quick up front, it means you can get caught out on the other side quite quickly as well.
Hey Alhambra, what is your prediction for Dortmund Chelsea? And that being said, everyone else as well, Dortmund Chelsea. What's everyone's predictions for that first leg game? What is everybody saying? What is everybody saying? And on top of that, actually, go on. What's your prediction for Barca Manchester United first leg, Ahmed?
You took the words out, man.
Yeah, this guy.
You know what, man? It's gonna be interesting because your midfield is gonna get moved to, respectfully, man. Even though you got Casemiro, Pedri, Gavi is gonna move to that midfield, bro.
Yeah, sure.
What are you trying to say? Sure. Listen, Casemiro can only be. Listen,
we got the best midfielder on the pitch.
Wait. Listen, Casemiro can only do so much against two men that are like that are very good.
Casemiro will move to them by himself.
I'm saying Casemiro could move to one. Who's gonna move to the other one, bro?
He could move to both of them. He's Casemiro.
Listen, man, that Casemiro hype's gonna be going down.
I've seen Casemiro move to Rodri, De Bruyne, and Bernardo Silva.
They're very big, man. We're gonna be seeing on Thursday. Casemiro is gonna get a humble. Casemiro is gonna get a humble.
Hey, dickhead! What's the scoreline? You know what I'm saying?
I think, you know what? Nice little 3-0, man. Nice little 3-0.
United. That's generous.
No, 3-0 Barcelona. I think Lewandowski's going to get one. Gavi's probably going to get one. Not Gavi, so Pedri's going to get one. And I think Rafinha's going to do a little finesse shot on me.
All right, so you got... So, all right, so final score, you got Barcelona 3, Manchester United 0 first leg. Dortmund, Chelsea, prediction. 3-1, you reckon? All right, so Dortmund, let's rewind back. All right, Dortmund, Chelsea, let's go there first. Dortmund, Chelsea, scoreline.
I said 1-0 probably. Most likely.
1-0 probably. Yo.
All right, 1-0.
Final scoreline. 1-0 Chelsea, yeah?
1-0 Chelsea.
Okay, Arsenal City.
Oh, Arsenal City, I'm going to say 1-0 City. Alvarez.
Okay, and Barcelona, Manchester United.
As you said before, 3-1.
Okay, so you've got you lot winning in Dortmund 1-0. You've got City winning 1-0 at the Emirates. And then you've got Manchester United losing 3-1 to Barcelona. Okay. We got to see.
But to be honest, though, I think with you guys, yeah, it's gonna be close. I think you're a strong team. The 3-1's a bit of a joke. If I'm genuinely be honest with Manchester United, I think probably gonna be 2-1. I can't lie to you, bro. If I'm being genuine, 2-1. I feel like Barcelona, I think attacking wise, they have that edge right now. And the midfield, even though Casemiro is a top player, don't get me wrong, I feel like you can't just rely on just Casemiro and like Fred, if that makes sense.
The game's tailor-made. That's a game that is tailor-made for Fred. Chasing around players.
Maybe.
That's his shit.
But I think genuinely for me, I think it might be 2-1 Barcelona. If you get 2-1 Barcelona, then you go to Old Trafford. It's all to play for.
I've already said as long as we avoid defeat, we'll go through. In regards to Dortmund, Chelsea, I've not seen enough of Dortmund to really say. Arsenal, City, I think will be a draw. I'll go 1-1, and then Barcelona, Manchester United, 2-1 Manchester United. Alhambra says, I actually wouldn't mind losing 1-0 at the Spotify camp and then spank them at OT. Emma, I think as long as we avoid defeat, we'll beat them. But 1-0 wouldn't be the worst result in the world. Alhambra says, give me the midfielder, I'll tell you the score. If it's Mount and Gallagher, it's going to be long. Gio be ready in that Spotify Valentine's playlist. 1-0 Dortmund. Okay, let's say it's not. So Alhambra, I'll say, yeah, the midfield is. Say it's the midfield you played against West Ham. Enzo Loftus-Cheek, and Felix. Let's say that's the mid. Say it's 4-2-3-1. Yeah. So let's say it's Chilwell. So let's say Kepa in goal, Reece James, Thiago Silva, Chalobah, Chilwell, Enzo and Loftus-Cheek in the pivot, Felix in the 10, Modric left, Madueke right.
No, Modric is ineligible for UCL.
Oh, he's ineligible. All right. Let's say on the right. Let's say it's Sterling then. Well, use Sterling.
Even Sterling or Ziyech, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'm just using for example. So yeah, Alhambra, that's the team. I've just named you the team. So it's literally the same as the one that played against West Ham, apart from Badiashile is out for Chalobah, Cucurella's out for Chilwell, and Madueke is out for Sterling. I actually want to hear this. Yeah, Gallagher's joke still. Man called him Conor Gallagher, you know.
You know, it's funny. Mount and Gallagher, they both have 3 forces.
Yeah. Oh, and this is a good one, actually. Who's winning PSG or Bayern Munich? Neither team seems to be in great form. So I don't even know.
Bayern have won a few games now, and Cancelo has been like a great addition. But the defense at the end of the day, bro, Cancelo defensively suspect, Upamecano defensively suspect, De Ligt defensively suspect, and Alphonso Davies is the only one which I respect in it. You know what I mean? I respect that guy's defense and offense in it. But what's his name? I just forgot his the midfielders are.
Bayern Munich.
Yeah, it's not Kimmich, it's the other guy. Kimmich. It's the other German. He's the other German teammate in the middle. Goretzka has been crap this season. The thing of like Serge Gnabry is that Serge Gnabry, bro, he's like a hot and cold guy. Sometimes he's hot, sometimes he's cold, and they've got Choupo-Moting up front, bro. Choupo-Moting up front. Like, let's be real, bro. And then like Sane's actually been good this season. I can't lie, still. But Choupo-Moting, bro, is an L walking.
I'm having a look here. Yeah, so they played Bochum on the weekend, and this was the lineup. This is the Bayern Munich lineup. So it was Jan Sommer in goal, Pavard, Upamecano, De Ligt, Goretzka, Gnabry, Musiala, Cancelo, Sane, Choupo-Moting, Muller. That was their team. They say they have this as a 3-1-4-2. That's on Google though. Whether they play that or not, I don't know. And then off the bench, Kingsley Coleman came on, Alphonso Davies came on, Daley Blind, and a couple other players who I don't know.
Yeah, he was rested, man, for that game.
Right, they do have options.
He was rested, man, for that game then. That's probably what it looks like. So, Muller's not going to play. I can tell you that for sure right now. He ain't playing UCL football.
And Alhambra says, Havertz a slump buster for any defender, still 0-1. Hi, Alhambra, let me ask you this. Is there any team you think Potter can put out that you get a result? Whether it's a draw or a win? If you could pick the team, or if there is a team, is there any team, any 11 that Chelsea can put out against Dortmund on Wednesday where you go, yeah, you can get a win? Because he's not having it, whereas Ahmed here is hella confident. It is life. You know what I'm saying? It's the life of the Chelsea fan. It sucks. But, you know, you just got to hold that.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to hold that. You know? Let's see what else. But yeah, PSG Bayern, I don't know. I can't call it. I'm looking forward to it, though. Mbappe, I know, is available. Messi's available. It's going to be a good game. It's two top teams. I just need to see Mbappe and Alphonso Davies in a foot race. That's what I'm trying to see. Straight out as well.
It's happened before. It's happened before though.
Now I think Alphonso Davies was injured the last time they played.
No, it was in the final. Didn't they face it in the final?
Ah, yeah, it was. Wait, yeah, it was in the final, but they didn't get into a foot race. I was
But,
thinking
but they also faced it in the semi-final as well.
Did they?
The season after they faced it in the semi-final. Yeah.
All right, basically what I'm saying is there needs to be a through ball over the top, and Mbappe is running onto it, and Alphonso Davies is chasing him down. Is what I'm saying. Because if that happens, that will get clipped up. So we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen it. Before we close out, how many likes are we on? We are on 65 likes. All right, let's bump that up to 70 likes before we close out. And we did get to 5,262 subscribers. So again, subscribe if you're new, people. Subscribe if you're new. We're back again, like I said, 4:30 p.m. today. That's 4:30 p.m. UK time. Mandem United podcast. Myself and Ivorian talking all things Manchester United. And then following that on the Twitch, the Sarcasm City TV Twitch, the game we were just talking about, PSG versus Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich versus PSG. The first leg, where's the first leg? Is it in France?
It's France, I think, yeah.
Yeah, let me double check that. I'm actually going to have a look. But yeah, that will be on the Twitch, yeah. PSG, yeah, it's in France. So PSG versus Bayern Munich. Big up Black Diamond. That will start probably 7:45 p.m. I won't be there though, people. But Surfer and the rest of the gang will be holding that down. So that means the Manchester United and Liverpool show you get every week on Tuesdays. Me and Saint will move that and probably do it Saturday this week. Big up to Ravi in the chat as well. But yeah, this has been doing the most. You get this every week, people, every Monday night, normally 11:30/midnight. We did push it back. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Ryan will be back soon. Ahmed, anything you want to add before we close out?
Like, share, subscribe on the YouTube. Give us a follow on the Twitch. And if you've got a Twitch Prime, you can give a Twitch Prime subscription for free. And it helps out the channel and helps out for us. So big up, man. Have a nice one, guys. Enjoy the football this week.
Enjoy all of the European football. You will get watch-alongs Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, people, and then the weekend as well. Note Koulibaly is playing, not Badishile is long. It might be Chalobah, though.
He's not starting Koulibaly. He's been ill, apparently.
So there you go, man. Silva, Chalobah, and I will be watching. I'm going to have both on. I'm going to watch.
I'm going to have both on too.
I watch Dortmund Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to watch them both. But if Chelsea start winning, I'll probably switch off. Go on.
Oh, wow. No Chelsea love here, man. You know what I mean? Like, I watch United for fun.
Yeah, sure. Did you watch us against Leeds?
Yeah, man.
You watched the full game?
Even when we were down 2-0, yeah, man.
No. Still not the last game. You're talking about Sunday.
No, even when you were winning, sorry. Even when you were winning 2-0, sorry.
Yeah, because we was winning 2-0 in like the 90th minute.
Fair play, bro. Fair play.
Sure.
I watched until the end of the match. You know, I'm a completionist, innit?
Yeah, sure. Completionist type. But love to everyone that's locked in. And this has been doing the most live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.
Put in, guys. Remember, put in.